Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Esteemed Queen and Mentality. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. And for the ones that are returning, welcome as well. And to both of the two different demographics, Happy New Year to you. We made it through our first week. We're going in our second, I believe, now. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to everyone who is trying and maintaining to sticking to their goals. I know it's hard, but you got this. So today we're going to talk about 5 different ways you can think positive. Sometimes starting on a new path, we find ourselves tending to backslide, going back to what we're used to, because what we're used to, at least we're aware of the pain. We're aware of what something's supposed to feel like in response. And sometimes the very things that we are afraid of or we fear are the very things that can help be nurturance and fertilizer to where it is we're trying to grow. You got to understand, for every stair step you go in life, you're going to experience something. And as much as it hurts, that's how much you're going to need it. So in a situation where it comes down to you wanting to think positive, wanting you to spread positivity, wanting to improve your karma, all of those links for those videos will be below, as well as for the positivity giveaway and for my memoir, The Black Sheep Shadow. That can help anybody, everybody. It doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter your demographic. It's for everyone to be able to know that there's someone there that can help you and just be that angel that we all need. So number one for me that I've always used is that sometimes thinking positive is hard. So you got to understand, when you have a chance to be able to rise above what hurts you, that is growth. And though it may not feel like it in the midst, have an understanding that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So as you go through it, it's okay for you to feel what's happening. But just remember, when you're feeling what's happening, let it register with you what it is that you're not going to take forth out of your situation. It's really easy to say, well, I don't want this, I don't want that. Great. What do you want? Because moving forth, I feel like if someone's trying to feel as if like they can pretty much like be in your circle, or if they feel like there's some type of vibe or energy there where you two can connect, they're always going to ask you something in regards to what are you doing now and what do you want to do in the future. Anytime someone tries to ask you what's going, what happened, or what's going on in your past, so on and so forth, or they bring their past up as an excuse, that's not a way of thinking positive. That's a way of having you condition your mindset to accept them, flaws and all, with no expectation. So you have to understand, going through something, feeling something, is all part of the process. But what your responsibility is in going through that process, number one, is you have to understand what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You don't see someone out here that's able to conquer whatever ailment or mindset to be successful by being successful with that same mindset. It don't work. Think about it. Oh, I'm never going to get to the top. I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to get that. And guess what happens? Do you ever see someone who says those type things move forth and have what it is that they want? No, because they're putting themselves down. Your words are cement if you do not use them correctly. So you can either have an air balloon mentality where you can go up and see everything and enjoy the scenery, or you can go down and see how far it will be for you to come up. Come on, somebody. So what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. 2, if it makes you stronger and it didn't kill you, honey, you learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes it takes something happening to you that will completely bring everything to a halt for you to realize who the fuck you are. And I say that like that because in order for you to get out of the mindset that you can't think positive, you have to gain this understanding that there's always 2 sides. You can or you cannot. You're going to conquer or you're going to complain. That's number 2. Okay, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And also, to spread positivity, you got to understand lessons are required. 3, confidence. Your confidence is going to fuel your resilience. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. If you are confident in yourself, you're not going to allow anything to tear you down. I don't care how hard that person comes. You feel me? These days and times, social media has made more narcissists in this decade, in this generation, and this baby boom I have ever seen. When I was growing up, we didn't have this is yours, and you can't share it, or a mindset where selfishness equals to selflessness. No, selfishness equals to being lonely, because no one's going to put up with that. We're all here for one reason, and that's to live out our purpose. But all of our purposes are different. So when you're spreading positive energy, you have to understand confidence is growth and fertilizer to everything. So, especially when it comes to yourself, it's easier to look at yourself knowing that you know who you are, you're confident in your statue, and you're 10 toes down. And no one can shake that foundation. Sometimes with spreading positive energy, you have to go through those times where you really just got to use self-reflection to be able to get you through. And that's where your confidence comes in. Now, knowing that you're confident, what's going to happen? When you're confident, you're going to remember what you want to do. You're going to remember what your goals are. You're going to remember what your milestones you want them to be. And you're going to know how to appreciate them, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And if you're strong enough to survive what killed you, I'm trying to tell you something. You can be confident to move forth into being resilient. Number 4, to think positive, be around positive people. It does not work where everyone's positive, but you got that one person that's always available and they're always negative. That's why they're always available. They're negative. And the more you allow that to stew and steep into what you got brewing and going on, it's always going to be off. It's always going to taste off. Like, you got to think about it. You got a really, really good food dish, right? And I mean, you fucking it up. You don't need to worry about no salt. You don't need to worry about no pepper. Like, everything within that dish brings everything together. So you're able to savor all aspects of flavor. You taste everything. And then when you taste everything, it brings you to new horizons as to, maybe I should try this and this dish. It opens you up to be able to accept new things coming in. It's the same thing when it comes down to your thinking. Now, when it comes down to this dish, right, and you got this food, you don't have to add nothing at the kitchen table to make it complete. But suddenly someone comes by your damn plate and so happens to bump you, and they accidentally dump something into your dish, and you don't realize it, but you go back to eating it and it don't taste the same. So you don't want it. It's the same thing for positive energy. You have someone in your circle, you have 5 friends, and out of 5 friends, 4 of them are doing something, but that 5th friend that comes around, they come around because they're available. They want to hear what you got going on because it sounds motivating, it sounds positive. And then the next thing you know, you like, girl, what you got going on? Nothing, shit, I'm just chilling, you know what I'm saying, just vibing out, I'm just trying to see where the wind blow me. Yeah. Won't be taking no type of friend advice from that person. That person didn't even should be in your atmosphere or your circle, because they don't help you breathe positive thoughts, positive energy, and they damn sure don't help you produce nothing but just dragging out your goal of what it is that you're trying to accomplish. We don't got time for that. So lastly, you need to make a list. You need to make a list. You need to make a list of what you want. Make sure that they're reachable. Make sure that they're, it's something that equates to your happiness. Don't say, oh, I want a Range Rover, but you don't know how much the oil changes cost. You could barely afford your own oil change. Think of things that are reasonable. With every step you make, the more it's going to happen for you. So when you think positive, like, damn, this shit really just wowed me. It really took me off guard. Yeah, but guess what, sis? Guess what, queen? Guess what, bro? Guess what, king? What didn't kill you made you stronger. And whatever it is that you're strong enough to survive, damn sure makes it so that you're a warrior and a winner. So you got 2 W's right there. 3, be open-minded. Be confident in yourself, because your confidence is what's going to breed you being able to elevate. Be around like-minded people. That's going to help breed your resilience. It's also going to build your self-esteem and your self-confidence. It's nothing worse than having somebody that's a crab in your group. Because you got to think about it. If you ever know anything about Alaskan crabs, when they capture them, they got to be very careful, because one crab, if you break it or hurt it in any type of way, it releases a toxin that can kill all the other crabs in the barrel as well. And what happens with that is, if you're not aware and you don't know, and you go and feed something that can be poisonous to someone who's trying to get their nourishment for their body, you can poison them too. So you got to think with like-minded people. If their wings aren't strong enough as eagles by themselves to soar, don't put yourself with them, because all you're doing is demoting yourself to a pigeon. I'm just trying to be 100 with you. And 5, you got to make sure that you make a list of what you want, how you want to get there, what steps you're willing to take to elevate. And you also got to keep in mind that even though you're praying for all these things to come into your fruition for your life, for yourself, for your family, for your health, you need to make sure that you pray to have the mentality and the shoulders to carry whatever it is that's going to come with it. Because with every step in elevation comes a new problem, a new test, a new trigger, a new distraction. So you keeping positive thoughts in your head like, yo, I'm going to make it out of this. I'm going to make it out of this. And when I make it out of this, I'm going to realize I dodged a huge bullet. Because sometimes you never know until it's too late, when you should have thought positive from the get-go. I have this saying that is, if you don't pay attention in the beginning, it's going to cost you a lot more in the end. And I wish I would have listened to that advice when I first heard it. But now that I went through it and experienced what I needed to, that lesson means so much more now. So get on the right track. It's a new year. You can think positive just as quick as you can think negative. It takes more control to think positive than it is to think negative. But with someone who's positive, their reactions are proactions. They're not going to waste their time. They're not going to soak in manipulative and deceitful behavior. They're going to discern that in the beginning, and they're going to know that that's not going to nurture them. That's just going to saturate an infection into what it is that they're trying to create. And they know they're deserving of way much more, especially if what you just went through damn near killed you. But you a warrior, because you got up, you put your armor on, your gear on, and you said, you know what? I'm battle tested, so let's go. And I'm right here with you. Oh, y'all, I'm right here with you. So be sure that you head over to esteemedmentality.com. The link is down below. And I'm serious. We actually have shirts. They haven't come in yet for me. But when they do, I'm damn sure going to make sure I let y'all see what they look like. But they're already over at the website. Go ahead and pre-order yours. It's battle tested. Let's go. Like, don't let anything stop you. If it can stop you, you can conquer it. Because you got to understand, in order for something to come into your path and try to pick and block you, it has to see you coming. And the only way you can see something coming is if you already seen their light before they did. So head over to esteemedmentality.com. Make sure you enter that raffle for the positivity planner. As soon as we get to 250 likes, we will be doing our pick for that. And then also make sure that you pick up my memoir, also available on Amazon. Anything else, make sure you put down below. Let me know, how do you produce positive thoughts? How do you spread positive energy? Or how do you just spread positivity, period? I would love to hear from y'all. So I will see y'all next time, next video. Stay alive, unicorn kisses, and see you soon.